So this was the assignment here. So first one is done. First one saying that if one of the zeros of this, okay, talking about the zeros.
Your first one I got.
First one you got. Okay, second one.
Yeah.
Second done. Third one.
Yeah. Yes.
Fourth.
No. 4, 5, 6, and 7 I didn't get.
Okay. So it's saying the number of polynomials having zeros as -2 and 5 is. Okay. And 5 is saying that given one of the zeros of the cubic polynomial is 0, the product of other two zero is. Okay, so these questions are based on zeros, so we will learn about zeros today. Okay, so then we will discuss this question 4, 5, 6 and 7 also. And what about this part?
Yeah, I got it. Everything I got in this page.
Everything. Okay, so we will learn about zeros today. So then we can again go through these questions. Okay, so we will start with zeros today. I'm just waiting for that another student. Just wait for 2 minutes. Let me see if she is coming. Okay, yeah, Lakshya, you are from S2S, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, then Charvi, have you completed the assignment?
Yes, sir, half.
Oh yeah. Okay. Then let's start with the zeros and values of polynomials. So we had already discussed about the values of polynomial. So we will just revise about the values of polynomial and then we will move to zeros. So let's start with values of a polynomial. So as I already discussed it, so I'm just writing here one question here. So let me see if you have if you have learned it or not. So the question is that the polynomial is here 4x cube minus 3x square plus 2. Find its value at x is equal to 1. So please find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 1 and give me the answer. What will be the answer here? Okay, so Catherine has given three answer here. Charvi, have you got the answer?
So finding out.
Okay.
So 3.
3. Okay, correct. And Laksh, what about you? Laksh, have you got the answer?
Sir, 3.
3. Okay, correct. So I think it is clear to us. Okay, so let's move to now zeros of a polynomial. Okay, so I'm just writing a kind of definition here, that if for any polynomial px at x equal to a, pa is equal to 0, then we say a is a zero of polynomial px. Okay, so what it's meaning, suppose we have any polynomial px equal to x minus 1. Okay, now please try to find it, p1. What will be p1 here?
0.
0, right? Everyone is getting 0. So we can see that at x is equal to 1, px is 0. So this is the definition here. If for any polynomial px, okay, at some x is equal to a, so here x is 1. At x is equal to 1 we are talking about. So at x is equal to a can be any random value, like here x the value of a is 1 in this case. Okay, and the value is such that the a is such that it making px 0. Okay, that just like p1 is getting 0 here. So in that case, this one will be called a 0 of this px. Okay, so here we can write x is equal to 1 is a 0 of px. Okay, so what it's meaning that ये zeros हैं क्या? These are values of x. Zeros are basically the values of x which are making px 0. Okay, so these are zeros. These zeros are also called roots sometimes. Okay, somewhere it is referred as roots. Okay, so roots and zeros are same basically. Okay, so roots and zeros are same thing, just different terms, different names here. So they represent same things. So in some books it's refer as roots, and somewhere it's refer as zeros. Okay, so this is called zeros. Now we will note some points here, some important points related to zeros and values of polynomial. Sorry. So first thing we should know that zeros means we are not talking about x equal to 0. Okay, zeros means we are not talking about zeros, means not x is equal to 0. Okay, so we are not talking about x equal to 0. We are talking about any value of x at which px is becoming 0. Okay, so we should not get confused that it is a zeros term with by zeros term, that if 0 is written here, it means x should be equal to 0. That is not true. Okay, zeros means we are talking about px equal to 0, not x equal to 0. Okay, then number of zeros is equal to degree of polynomial. Okay, number of zeros is equal to degree of polynomials. So if any polynomial is linear, it means its degree is 1. In that case, its 0 is will be 1. If it's if degree of the polynomial is 2, then in that case its 0 will be 2. Number of zeros will be 2. Okay, so number of zeros means number of values of x for which px is getting 0. Just like, let's take one example. If we have any px that is equal to x square minus 1. Now try to find these two value p1 and p minus 1. So if you will find p1, you will get 0, and what will be p minus 1? Please try p minus 1. क्या आ रहा है? p minus 1 क्या आ रहा है?
Zero.
0, right? Yeah, everyone is getting 0. So p minus 1 is also 0. So you can see here we have two values of x that are 1. Those are 1 and minus 1, for which px is 0. Okay, so we have here two values x of x, that is 1 and minus 1 both. Okay, for which px is equal to 0. It means we have two zeros here, 1 and minus 1. Okay, so number of zeros will be always equal to the degree of the polynomial. So we can't have 3 zeros if degree is 2. So if degree is 2, then it can have only 2 zeros. It can't have 3 zeros. Okay, then we should also note one more point. Third, any polynomial can have repeated 0. Repeated 0 means, if I say repeated 0, it means just like if we have any polynomial like x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay, so x square minus 2x plus 1 is, if you try to find the zeros of this polynomial, can you guys try to find the zeros of this polynomial? What are zeros? Okay, let me then discuss. We have to find zeros of this polynomial. Then we can see it is basically a minus b whole square. That is this one. If we expand x minus 1 whole square, you will get x square minus 2x plus 1. Okay. So if we have to find the zeros of this polynomial, then x minus 1 whole square should be equal to 0. We have to find the value of x for which this is getting satisfied. Okay, this is true. The values of x for which this equation holds true. Okay, so in this case we have two values of x, but both the values are 1 only. Okay, so that is the point here, that any polynomial can have repeated 0. ठीक है, repeated 0 की possibility है. In this case it was a two degree polynomial, so it should have two zeros, but there are two zeros, but both the zeros are equal to 1 only, so it has repeated zeros. Same zeros is getting repeated, 1 and 1. Okay, so is this 3 points is clear to everyone? Okay, now we will learn about the finding the zeros. Okay, how can we find zeros of different polynomials? So we will start with linear first. Okay, so linear polynomials are polynomials having degree 1. So how can we find zeros of this kind of polynomials? So let's take some example first. So let's suppose any polynomial px is 3x minus 21, and we have to find its zeros, or 0. Find 0 of this polynomial. So how can we find the 0 of this polynomial? So whenever we have to find 0 of that polynomial, so it means we have to find the value of x for which px should be equal to 0. Now put the value of px, that is 3x minus 21, that should be equal to 0 here. Now we have to solve this linear equation. So I think all of you know how to solve this linear equation. Please give me the answer. What will be the value of x here? No, complete. That is not correct, Charvi. Find the value of x. Solving linear equation, if you remember in class 8 as well, yeah, in class 8 there was a chapter linear equation. Yes. Yeah, so answer will be 7. How? We will take 21 from left side to right side, then it will become negative to positive. So we will have 21 here, and then it will get divided by 3. So we will get 7. So x is equal to 7. So this value of x is basically 0 of this polynomial. Okay, so you can write 7 is 0 of px. Okay, so this will be our approach to find the 0 of any linear polynomial. So we are talking about linear polynomial right now. So this will be our approach. So let's try these questions. I'm writing few questions here. So this first one is px is equal to x plus 15, and second one is px is equal to 2x plus 25. So please find zeros of these two polynomial and tell me the answer.
So first one is 15.
4 minus 15. Where is 4 here?
So we'll take x as x plus 15 equals to 0. Then the answer is x value is 15, right?
X equal to 15. How x equal to 15? You have to solve x equal to 15. X plus 15 equal to 0, right?
Yeah, so minus 15.
Yeah, so x will be equal to minus 15. Catherine, it will be minus 15 actually, okay? Because you will take 15 from left to right, then its sign will get changed. It will become 0 minus 15. That is minus 15. Now try the second one.
So it's coming minus 25 by 2.
Okay. Laksh, what is your answer?
Sir, minus 25 upon 2.
Yeah, minus 25 upon 2. Correct. Okay. Now, next type of question. So we can have same type of question. So we just have to solve the same step. Now there is one more type of questions here. Let's see that also. That will be about verification. So in this case, we will have given some zeros and we will have to verify that it is zeros of this polynomial, the given polynomial or not. Like we have a question like px is equal to 3x plus 1, and it is given that x is equal to minus 1 by 3. Is it's zeros or not, that we have to verify here. So how can we verify? We just have to find p minus 1 by 3. If it is coming 0, it means it is zeros of this polynomial, otherwise it is not the zero, not a zero of this polynomial. So just find p minus 1 by 3. So p minus 1 by 3 will be equal to 3 into minus 1 by 3 plus 1, and if you will solve it, 3 will get cancelled. So we will have minus 1 plus 1, and that is equal to 0. So we can see here that p minus 1 by 3 is equal to 0. So it is coming 0 here. It means we are getting px equal to 0 at this value. So this value, that is x equal to minus 1 by 3, is a 0. Okay, so now try this one. It is given px is equal to 5x minus 4, and the value of x is given 4 by 5, and you have to verify that this value is zeros of this polynomial or not. Please verify and answer, is it 0 of this polynomial or not.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Yeah, Catherine and Laksh. Okay. Okay, so this will be the second type of question. So it is also easy for us. So this was the questions based on linear. Okay, now let's talk about the quadratic. Just a minute. Okay, so now second questions we can have that is type quadratic type where degree will be 2. Okay, so I think all of you already know this type of questions, so let me explain it again. So quadratic type means having degree 2, like this type of questions, x square minus 3x plus 2. Okay, so this is our given polynomial and we have to find its zeros, then it will be x square minus 3x plus 2 is equal to zeros. Now it is a quadratic equation, and I think all of you know how to solve a quadratic equation using middle term splitting, right? So please apply this middle term splitting here and try to find the answer. Done, anybody? Should I explain, or anybody doing it? So we have to apply middle term splitting here. So we have to apply middle term splitting. So what is the process of middle term splitting? So the process of middle term splitting is we just have to multiply first this coefficient and this constant. Okay, so here 1 is the coefficient, so 1 into 2, that is equal to 2. Okay, so the factors of 2 is 2 and 1. Okay, now this is the process that I'm explaining it again. Now what we have to do, out of we have to use this 2 and 1. So we have to add or subtract, anyhow we have to get -3 here. So to get -3, you can see, you can add it there negative like this. So what we have used, -2 and -1. Okay, so the condition is that on adding -2 and -1 we should get -3, and on multiplying these two we should get 2. So both is getting satisfied here. So when we add -2 and -1 we will get -3, and when we will multiply this -2 with -1 we will get 2. So it means it is correct here. So now just we have to take the common from this first two terms and the last two terms. So from first two terms we can take common x. So we will have x -2 here, and from the last two terms I think we can take only -1 as common. So we will have x -2 again. So this is x -1 into x -2, that is equal to 0. So it implies that x has two values, that is or we should write one more step here like this: x -1 is equal to 0 and x -2 equal to 0. So it implies x is equal to 1 and here x is equal to 2. So we have two zeros here, 1 and 2. Is it clear to everyone? Try this question here. We have 2x square. Polynomial is 2x square minus 5x minus 3. So find zeros of this polynomial. Is it done by anyone? Anyone have done completed the splitting part? Yeah, Catherine, have you splitted it?
I'm doing.
Doing. Okay. Okay, then I'm explaining here. So for midterm splitting, we just need to first multiply this 2 and this 3 first. So after multiplying 2 and 3, we are getting here 6. So now the factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Okay, so Catherine has given some answer. Okay, let's check it. So the factors of 6, possible factors of 6 are 1, 2, 3, and 6. Now we have to choose two numbers out of these 4, okay, which multiplication should be equal to 6. Okay, now we just also have to take care that we can take either positive or negative both number, like we can take +1 or -1 also, we can take +2 or -2 also, +3 or -3 also. So we have to choose two numbers whose multiplication should be equal to -3, -6. Okay, because the multiplication of these two is -6. 2 into 3 is -6. Okay, so the multiplication of two numbers, we have to choose two numbers whose multiplication should be equal to -6 and whose sum should give us -5. Okay, so you can see if we choose -6 and +1, -6 and +1, then we can get this. There are other options also like 2 and 3. So if we choose -2 and -3, then we can get -5. But when -2 and -3 will get multiplied, we will not get -6, we'll get +6 in that case. Okay, so we have two options here. Either we can choose -2 and -3, or we can choose -6 and 1. So in this case, -2 and -3 when get added, addition is giving us -5, but multiplication is giving us +6. So this is rejected. Now the second case is -6 and 1. So in this case, when we add these two, we will get -5 here, and we will multiply, then we will get -6. Okay, so both condition is getting satisfied here. So these are our number -6 and +1. So we are going to split -5 in these two parts, -6 and +1. So it will be equal to 2x square minus 6x plus 1x minus 3. Okay, and this is equal to 0, as we have to find zeros here. Okay, so now in next step, we just have to take common from this two and this two. So from first two, you can see we can take common 2x here. So if 2x is taken common, then we will have x here and minus 3 here. And in second two part, we can't take anything common here. So we will consider 1 as the common here. So now we can factorize it like this, 2x plus 1 into x minus 3. So this should equal to 0. So we have two possibilities here, 2x plus 1 equal to 0 and x minus 3 equal to 0. So two answers are, one is x equal to 3 and another is x is equal to minus 1 by 2. So these are two zeros here, minus 1 by 2 and 3. Is it clear to everyone? Any doubt or anything you want me to explain again?
Sir, please wait for a minute. Can we note it?
What? Which ones are we?
Sir, this one only we are writing this.
Okay, you are writing it.
Yes, sir.
Yeah, Catherine, you got it, or you want me to explain again, or you it is clear now?
It's clear, sir.
Clear. Okay. Okay, so now we have completed all the concept related to your exercise 2.2. So let's go through once exercise 2.2. So this is your exercise 2.2. First one is find the value of this polynomial at x is equal to 0, at x is equal to -1, at x is equal to 2. So that is clear. I think everyone can do. Then second one says that find P0, P1 and P2 for each of this polynomial. So this is also easy. Then third one says that verify whether the following are zeros of the polynomial indicated against them. Them तो इसमें से हमने we have already done first one and the second one. Okay, we have done these two in the class right now. So you can complete rest of these questions. Yeah, you can complete all of this. And the fourth one says the find the zeros of the polynomial. So we just have to find the zeros of the polynomial, and I think you can see all are linear only. Okay, so it is easy, I think. Yeah, so yeah, it is completed till exercise 2.2. Anyone have any doubt till this exercise? Because this will be your homework complete exercise. So we are going to discuss. If any doubt comes, then we can discuss in next class. If anyone have doubt in concept, can ask right now. Okay, so I think it's clear now. So in next class we will cover this topic remainder, that will be division actually, and then I think this exercise is completed. Right. So we have one more topic here. Okay, then we will see here in next topic in next class. So please try to complete this exercise 2.2 before next class. Okay, so that, yeah, so that we can discuss it in next class. So that's all for today. Okay, thank you. So I'm just ending the class now. Thank you so much.